In this Canva tutorial, let's take a look at how to download vector graphics. So the first thing you need is a vector graphic in your design that you can then download from, and you'll download it as a vector format file, like a PDF or an SVG file. Now, to make sure that this is a vector graphic, there's a couple different ways that you can make sure of that. For instance, I searched for dog in graphics. Now, some of these graphics are vector format graphics, and some of them are not. The easiest ways to identify whether it is or it isn't is up here where it says Edit Image. So if it's a vector graphic file, it's either going to show the colors that you can change between up here, or it's going to say Edit Image. If it is a photo type of file, so for instance, this one here, where you can actually kind of see that it's blurrier. Like you see how this looks pixel based in here versus the sharp vector graphic behind it. As you zoom in, you'll start to see those pixels. And the other thing that you'll see is when I have this image selected, it says Edit Photo up here. So this is a photo, not a vector graphic. I'm going to delete that out, whereas when I click on this guy, it says Edit Image. And then when you have things that are very limited in colors, or they're even like silhouettes, like this bone, you'll actually have the ability to change the color. If you have the ability to change the color of the image, then it's definitely a vector graphic, and it says Edit Image up here as opposed to Edit Photo. So once you know you've got a vector graphic, I mean, technically you could download a photo inside of a vector graphic, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. However, once you know you've got a vector graphic like this little dog right here, to export this, you can go up to Share, and then you can go down to Download. Now there's two different file types here that can contain vector format graphics. One is PDF, and it doesn't really matter which one. I mean, I would pick PDF for print personally. The other is SVG, which is actually a vector graphic file, usually used for the web, but it can be opened up in other vector editing programs. So let's go ahead and do that. Now it's got the little crown next to it because this is a Canva Pro feature. So a lot of these exporting options are Canva Pro, including a transparent background. So right now, if I download without that check marked, it's just going to be a white background, but I definitely want to check mark that because I just want this graphic. I don't want the background with it. And then I would hit download. Now it's going to download that SVG graphic, and I can open that up. And it's going to open up, in whatever the program is that it's set to open on your computer. So for me, it opened up in a browser. So it kind of looks like there's a big white background, but technically this puppy's in here with a transparent background. And I could bring him into other vector editing programs or upload him to a website, and he's going to retain the transparent background. So whatever the color of the background of the site is would show behind the puppy. But that's how you can download vector graphics as SVG, or then you could click PDF and download them as PDF, and you can retain that infinite scalability, which is one of the pros of vector graphics. That's how you download them here in Canva.